Yo, what's good, man? It's been a nice little minute since I done did one of these. A few years, actually, but shit. I'm finna dive right back into that shit. I just want to talk to people today because I've been seeing a lot of shit, especially with men talking about their mental health and how they been feeling and, stuff like that. The conversations I've been having in my personal life. I just kind of decided to take a different route with it because for me personally, it seems like when I talk to the people around me, some of them don't get what I be trying to put down. Like, I'll say something and they'll think that I'm looking for advice or I'm looking for this or I'm looking for that when no, I'm really just trying to talk out how I'm feeling about something. You feel me? Now let's dive into it for real. Let's talk about loving yourself, bro. Especially as a grown man, as I've gotten older, I'm realizing, bro, that the number one, the few things you gotta guard is your heart and your mind. Especially when you're dealing with other people because other people don't have your heart and other people don't have your mind. So with that being said, people might have good intentions for you in their head or, doing something that they feel is beneficial for you. Well, in the rare case that happens, you know what I mean? But you got to learn to love yourself enough to know that how other people respond to you and how other people react and anything that comes from another person has little to do with you and 100% to do with them. And the faster we as men learn to understand that, the better off we will be mentally and physically. I struggle with that a lot, so I don't know if everybody else struggles with that, but I definitely do. You know what I mean? I'm usually the person that likes to take care of other people, cares about how other people feel, things like that when I don't get that same respect from other people, or it ain't respect or whatever it is. I don't get that from other people, right? So I'll come around somebody. It's rare people even ask me how I'm feeling or how I'm doing, or things like that. People just come around and do their thing. Whereas me, I'm a little bit more different. But I've also learned to keep that to myself in a sense because I have to. You can't just keep giving to other people, and when you get nothing in return, what's it gonna do to you? You feel me? It's gonna bring you down lower and lower. So the things that I've realized is that shit, bro. Stop giving so much to other people and give them things to yourself. The good parts about yourself that you steady trying to give out to other people, that you steady trying to put on to this person, that person, put it into yourself and see how it works out for you. You know what I mean? People have a way of living their own life. And you gotta understand, well, yeah, we as men gotta understand that shit. Let other people live their life. And for me, what that means is that shit. Don't worry about what other people doing. Don't put into other people. I know as men, we love to take care of people. We love responsibility. We love building. We love these things. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean you got to do those things to your detriment. You feel me? The moment something doesn't go your way or something feels off, shit, it probably is. You feel me? And you should act accordingly because staying in that situation is just going to bring you more and more resentment. There's nothing that's going to bring more resentment than staying in situations that you know you shouldn't be in, that you know you don't deserve, and that you feel is not for you. And that's why when you start making decisions based off of what needs to be done and not how you feel, that's when everything going to change for you, bro. And that's coming from me too, that I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to anybody that needs to hear it. When you start doing things based off of what needs to be done and not how you feel, that's when everything is going to change. It's okay to have feelings, it's okay to have emotions, but those are just triggers to let you know something. You feel me? Those aren't actionable items all the time. You feel me? Those aren't actionable triggers. It doesn't need a response. You just got to take care of you in this life shit, and everything that comes from taking care of you is meant for you. Anything outside of that, anything you got to chase, anything you got to attract, anything that does not come from just being self and taking care of self is most likely not for you. Think about it simply like this. If it's from God, it'll find you. Everything else will run from you. Literally everything else. And it don't matter how hard you chase it. It don't matter none of that shit, bro. It's not going to come. If it's not for you, it's not going to come. You get what you deserve. You get what you are in life. You don't get what you want. Wanting anything is not abundant. That's out of lack. And I don't know how many other people, feel these type of emotions, but if you feeling them type of emotions, you might as well did that right now because that's one of the biggest problems. If that shit ain't for you, bro, it's I ain't gonna say it's never because I ain't God. You got to talk to him about that. But in my personal experience, if God ain't put that shit in my life, bro, it didn't stay. Anything I chase, anything I tried to hold on to, left. And it's not even about the leaving. It's about you. You get me? Everything is about me. Remember what we said. If it's for me, I'll have it. So if you left me, you wasn't meant for me. At the end of the day, this life shit goes on. And this shit come back full circle. You know what I mean? So you just got to make sure that you stand who you are and doing your thing and, you know, constantly improving yourself. You feel me? As long as you constantly improving yourself, as long as you always focused on self, bro, there is nothing bad that can come from that. I know that might sound selfish, but whoever said being selfish was a bad or negative thing? Who said that? I know we social creatures as humans and things like that, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, we need people for other things and stuff like that. Yeah, cool. I'm not denying that. But being selfish is genuinely what's going to protect you and help you stay in that peaceful mind state because, bro, you got to realize this. And I struggle with this hellas, bro. Hellas, I struggle with this. You can't control other people. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter how much impact, power, whatever you feel you may have, money, bro, you're not going to control another person. The only people that I control, for real, are like motherfuckers that are in prison. Shit, you can't even say that about people that's in prison. They in there doing the same shit. You feel me? There is no control in this life. The only control in this life is freedom. That's why you just got to learn to let shit go. That'll be the best thing for you. Focus on yourself and learn to let shit go because the faster you learn to let shit go and just move on with whatever you want to do, however you, whatever, you feel me? That's going to eventually get you to where you want to be. Like for me, to give a real life example, bro, I stopped doing shit with my friends in terms of flag football and I won my first ever championship, a national championship in this motherfucker. You feel me? With a group of people that, you know, we had like minds. They've asked me to play with them a couple times. I just wasn't feeling it. The one time I go and play with them motherfuckers, we get a motherfucking championship, a national motherfucking championship, gang. There was nobody around from my team that I made or nothing like that came and supported. No, that's a lie. My homies was around, but you know what I mean? You always got that select few people that was around too. But outside of that, the people that I put on to that event, the people that I helped get the shit like that, how many congratulations do you think I got from them people? None. Even the ones that claim they fuck with me the most. Even the ones that wouldn't even be there without you, bro. But as a man, you gotta learn to understand, bro. You gotta be able to take shit like that and just not take it. Let me repeat that. You gotta learn to take shit like that and just not take it. That's golden. What I'm really saying with that is, bro, and I struggle with this a lot. That's why I'm on here saying this shit, bro. Learn to let shit go. You got to know you raw without the congratulations, without the validation, without the anything from anybody else, the acceptance from other people, getting invited here, bro, fuck that shit. You got to know you raw deep down inside because nobody going to clap for you louder than you and your mama. And you got to learn to accept that shit too. That's why I say you got to learn to pat yourself on the back. You got to learn to clap for yourself because as a grown-ass man, pretty sure everybody that's listening to this motherfucker understand that, bro, motherfuckers going to turn their back on you, gang. That's for sure going to happen. Motherfuckers gonna say they down for you and then do some shit that you ain't never expect. That shit gonna happen. You can't control that though. And that's why I always say focus on yourself because that's the one thing you can't control in this life shit is how you react, what you do, how you feel, things like that. You control those things. You don't control outside sources. So all that love that you was giving to everybody else and they couldn't clap for you when you won, fuck them niggas. Don't take that shit personal, bro. I even read that shit in the book, The 4 Agreements. Never take anything personal, bro, because that shit has nothing to do with you. The shit that other people do got nothing to do with you, gang. Believe it or not, that got everything to do with themselves and how it may be about how they see you. Cool to them. But shit, a motherfucker don't see you like you see you. You feel me? That's one thing a motherfucker don't do. A motherfucker not with you in your dark moments, bro. A motherfucker ain't with you when you woke up at 3 a.m., all them sleepless ass nights you had, all them broke nights you had, all the nights when you was grinding for this one goal. For me, it's trading. For me, it's business. For me, it's football. For me, it's this and that, bro. You know how many times when I was sitting in my room crying because I ain't getting no motherfucking college scholarship, shorty? And then look at me 4-5 years later, nigga. I played 4 years straight as a Division I starter after sitting in my bedroom crying because niggas wouldn't offer me shit, bro. This real spill, gang. Who got me through them moments, bro? Who was there when niggas signed that contract to go D1? Who was there for you, bro? My mama and my pops. The same niggas who brought me in this shit, the same motherfuckers that never turned their back on me other than me. You feel me? So you gotta keep that in mind, bro. I ain't trying to say it's no cold world or nothing out here, bro, but you gotta take care of you, bro. Fuck everybody else. You gotta take care of you, bro. This shit is all about your mental, and your mental projects onto your physical reality. And if your mental ain't right, your physical ain't gonna be right neither. So as a grown man, I'm saying this to everybody, like, it don't matter what situation you in, bro. It don't matter how you feel about this. It don't matter how you feel about that. It don't matter about none of that shit. Get the shit done that you need to get done and take care of yourself on the back end, because there's nobody that's going to take care of you better than you.